The earthquake in Afghanistan has been described as the perfect storm. Here's why. It struck at the very worst time, when most people were sleeping. A violent rupture that shattered homes and communities. But these people were already vulnerable. Afghanistan is one of the poorest countries in the world, and the government, the Taliban, can't provide much in the way of assistance.
It's a perfect storm, and this earthquake, likely to have been quite devastating, is going to just add to the miseries.
The epicenter of this quake was located 27 kilometers north of the city of Jalalabad, a rugged area with poor infrastructure. Initial reports suggest that entire villages have been destroyed. The Taliban have deployed helicopters to transport the wounded, and the UN and partner agencies have begun their initial response. But a major international effort will be required, with hundreds thought to be buried under the rubble. But the question is, will that international response actually materialize? Since the ultra-conservative Taliban took control in 2021, foreign countries have withdrawn their support from Afghanistan. The United States provided almost half of the country's humanitarian assistance, but the Trump administration has stopped those funds. And the UK, Germany, and France, they've also slashed their emergency assistance. As a consequence, hundreds of hospitals and health centers have shut. At the same time, millions of Afghanis who fled to neighboring countries in fear of the Taliban are now returning home. 2 million, in fact, have come back this year alone, forced out of Pakistan and Iran as levels of patience and tolerance in those countries run out. And they're returning to a country in a desperate state. Drought has long afflicted northern parts of the country, and the UN estimates that half the population of Afghanistan is in urgent need of humanitarian aid. And that's before we even factor in this major quake in the east, which is the third major earthquake in 4 years. In the past, the international community would have been expected to mobilize a massive humanitarian response. But the world has changed, and that response, well, it's no longer a given.